Hey Paul.
Hey Tristan. What's up? Firefox 4, the beta 2. So I want to show you some cool stuff we have now in the new release.
All right, go ahead.
So what you see here, actually, it's Firefox. It's a preview with some new cool feature I want to show you now. So what you see here, it's a web page. Okay, it's just a single web page with some nice technologies from the web standards. So
you mean people can view source and?
Of course, yes. Of course, you can do that. So you see the nice animations. Okay, so this is transitions on transformations. It's CSS3. Okay. But it's not just CSS3, we also have some HTML5 inside. It's just an HTML5 page. So, of course, we're gonna have some video elements, okay, with the new WebM format. And so it looks like that, okay, just a web page, okay, with inside a video, okay. And also with HTML5, you have the canvas element, okay, we give you a way to play with pixels like that, for example. Here you have some crazy stuff, you know, with colorful pixels. And oh, this is the feedback button from Firefox 4. If you don't like it, or if you like it, you know, just tell us, you know, it's easy, like that, okay? So that was Canvas. And Canvas, HTML5, it's possible because we have the new parser, a new HTML5 parser, which gives you a way
How many browsers do have an HTML5 parser at this time?
For now, we are the only one who have this.
But other vendors are supporting HTML5?
Of course, yes. So the cool thing with the HTML5 parser is you can have inline SVG. What does it mean? It means that you can easily use SVG inside your web page. Before, you had to do something like that to have SVG inside XHTML actually. And now, if you want to use SVG, it's way easier. Look at this. It's just, you know, like a couple of tags, that's all, okay? But why do you need SVG? So SVG plus HTML5 plus CSS3, all this stuff, it's getting crazy. You know, you can mix everything together. And when you start, you know, mixing everything, you can create some awesome stuff. And what I want to show you now, it's some cool demo I've written. So, for example, this is a web page. So I'm going to reload to show you the transition. So this is just, you know, some video images and some text with nice animations thanks to CSS3 transitions. And you can have stuff like that. So, for example, you can have a round video. That's really cool, actually. It's possible because I use SVG inside my document. And so I can have an SVG player. I can also have, you know, some nice animation on the video itself with CSS again, or inside with the text, you know. I can do stuff like that, play the video.
So it's a complete integration of video with other web technologies and CSS and styling, everything in the same web page.
Exactly. Basically, the standard has been designed, you know, to work together. Okay, so it's what I'm doing here. Okay, it's just mixing everything. So also, what I want to show you, it's some other SVG integration. So SVG is not just about shapes or vectorial graphics. It's also about filters. So what I'm doing here, you know, it's to have some videos. So on the bottom of the web page, you have 5 videos. So if you look at this, it's just a small video, black and white. Okay. And it's black and white because I use an SVG filter on top of the video. If you want to see the video without the filter, it looks like that. So did you see the animation? This is CSS3 again. So you see the video, now it's colorful, you know, you have colors because I don't use the SVG filter. But with the filters, you can also do some other stuff, like if I do that, for example, see the video, the blur.
You add the blurring effect
exactly.
to the background video.
Exactly. And it's getting crazy, you know, you can mix everything and you can do crazy stuff with that, but you need a powerful browser to do that because you're studying, you know, having animation and stuff like that. So we need hardware acceleration. So we are experimenting hardware acceleration with the beta 2. So it means like direct 2D rendering, it means some GPU acceleration. And with that, I want to show you some stuff. This is the grid with some images, and I have some effect, like you see the zoom.
The zoom in,
yeah,
yes.
And when it's getting crazy when you start, doing stuff like that. So this is CSS, and transformations, and it's possible because of the hardware acceleration. But it's not just possible on images, you can have like videos like that, for example, okay, because again, it's just a web page and you can have whatever you want inside the web page. And we're working on some other stuff, with the GPU, like the WebGL canvas, which gives you a way, to have 3D inside the browser itself, inside the web page. So it's 3D inside your web content. And what's really cool, actually, it's that you can have the web content inside the 3D itself. It's what I'm doing here, is to have an image inside the 3D element.
So you're using video to texture a 3D element.
Exactly. So this is just to show that with the new standard.
All this is using web technology.
The web technologies and the GPU. That's why it's really cool and really smooth, right? So that was about graphical things, and I also want to talk about some new APIs. So we have some well-known APIs like offline or geolocations, but we also have some new stuff like IndexedDB, for example, which give you a way to have a web database inside your web page. We have WebGL, you've just seen it, okay? It's a way to draw 3D on top of the browser. And we also have the history API, which gives you a powerful way to to manipulate the history itself. So it's what I'm doing here. Actually, my slides are controlled through the history. Okay, if I want to go forward or back, it goes through my slides. And the thing I want to show you now, actually, we also have drag and drop file API improvements in the beta 2. So drag and drop, it's basically something like that. You can have a drag and drop from the desktop to the web page.
So there you dragged an image from the desktop and dropped it into Firefox, and we imported the image.
Yeah, exactly. And we have some improvement of the new file API, which gives you a way to make that way easier. But the last thing I want to talk about is WebSockets. So it's a way to talk to a server. So if you want to talk to a server today, you have to use XML request, which has not been designed to do push notifications. So the server talk to the browser, or to have to send a large amount of data. With WebSocket, you can have the push notifications. That's really cool. So what I'm doing here, actually, I use Firefox. So this is Firefox, the same version of Firefox 4. It's the same engine. So we also have WebSockets in this Firefox on my Android. Okay, and what I can do is to control my slides with this web page. So this is just a web page, and I can control my slide just like that. Just with some buttons. And the server actually, it's hosted somewhere in the city, it's not here. So I'm talking to these slides directly, through the WebSockets, okay? And that's, again, it's just a mix of crazy stuff,
Very nice.
Yeah. And so that's all, just, a web page with crazy stuff inside, and it's gonna come in with Firefox 4.
Awesome. So basically, you make web pages exciting again with HTML5.
Probably,
Thank you very much, Paul. Ciao.